Hey YouTube, it's me Cenitfam. I'm sorry I've been posting up videos for a little bit, but I will get them up today. I just want to show off my macro deck. At the same time, I will post up. I have videos that I have recorded about my friends and I's duels, probably at a tournament. I will get them up. My friend has the camera, so I won't be able to upload them until I get it back. So yeah, let's start off my macro deck. It's like I said, it's kind of unique than any other macro deck because I run Monarch, so it's kind of a Monarch macro deck. But at the same time, it's like how should I say, kind of a necro mill, but kind of both. So start off 2 Caius. Oh, that's upside down. 2 Caius Shadow Monarch. I love this guy. Tribute him, remove any card on the field. If it's a dark monster, your opponent loses 1,000 life points. Very good. Like him. 2 Raizas. This card really slows your opponent down. Once he's tribute summoned, send one card so one card they control to the top of their deck. Really good. Slows them down. Alright, those are the only 2 Monarchs I run. I'm about to run one more of each, but I gotta figure out what to take out, so maybe you guys can help me out. 3 D.D.R Survivors. He's really good, especially in a macro deck. If you guys in macros know, if he's on the field and he's removed from play, at the end turn he gets to come back. So it's like an infinite shield if you have macros out, because he gets to come back. So he dies, end turn, he comes back. So you always have a monster to tribute. Oh, good for macro, good for the Monarchs. 1 Bazoo The Soul-Eater. I like him. He's good. When I do have some of my monsters in my grave, which I do not want, I despise it. Every time I play with this deck, I want all my monsters removed because it's just a more benefit for me and a kill for my opponent. This guy can do it. His effect is he can remove up to 3 monsters, up to 3, so I can choose 2 or 1, but up to 3 monsters from the graveyard, remove them from play, and for each monster that's removed, he gains 300 attack until your opponent's end phase. So I can remove 3 monsters from play, and his attack will be 2,500 until my opponent's end phase. So his attack will stay 2,500 for pretty much 2 turns. He's pretty good. Oh yeah. Simple combo with him is if I do not have macro out, so say I have a survivor out, and they attack survivor first, knowing that he cannot come back from the effect, so he's sent to the graveyard. My turn, I'll use Bazoo's effect. I'll remove him from play. And then, oh shoot, never mind. That doesn't work. That only works with Scout Plane. My fault. So they attack Scout Plane, graveyard, Bazoo's effect. He's removed. His attack is 1900. He'll attack monster, so, and then at the end turn, Scout Plane comes back. So it's like a never-ending cycle with this one. Survivor's a different story because he has to be on the field, not the graveyard. He can be removed either way. So I'll explain him more later. Okay, so Bazoo. Alright. 3 D.D. Warrior Ladies. Alright, this is my, how should I say, card that takes out my opponent's big attackers. It's an easy bluff. It's an easy 1-turn bluff. I just normal set. They attack with their strongest monster. Flip. They attack it, her effect. I can activate her effect anytime. So once after damage calculations, I can say just remove from play. Both monsters are removed from play. So this really kills opponents. It's slow, but this deck's really not that fast. So, yeah. Alright, the key card that speeds this whole deck up, and one of my key cards, Necroface. This card I really like. His effect, when he's normal summoned, only when he's normal summoned, send all removed cards back to their decks. So it's pretty much a recycle. And for each card that's returned, he gains 100 attack. So it's all cards that are removed. So your opponent's cards as well as your own. So he'll gain a lot of attack. His attack rate's 1200, so his attack would be like 3000 or 2000, between that range. So he's really good, pretty high beater. His second effect I love because it makes this deck run fast. If he's removed from play, mill the top 5 cards out of play, both players. Okay. There's a reason why he's restricted to 1, because of only with that lone effect. Because if this is on the field, Soul Absorption, the spell card Soul Absorption, for every card that's removed from play, you gain 500 life points. That's pretty much 10 cards milled, a lot of life points into you, and that could be easy to search out with Gold Sarcophagus. They play Gold Sarcophagus, they search out Necroface. He's removed, so his effect activates, making you mill 5 as well as your opponent mill 5 out of play. Not graveyard, out of play. That's why he's restricted to 1. I wish he was at 2 at least, but because of Necromill, he's only at 1. He's really good though, I like him. If he was 2, I'll run this will be a Necromill. Dimensional Alchemist. He's alright. All I use him for is to speed the deck up, because his effect is send the top card out of play. Top card of your deck out of play, he gains 300 attack, making, oh, not 300, was it 500? Yeah, 500 attack, making his attack 1800 until your end phase. So he's not that powerful, it's just to speed the deck up, you know. Cards I don't need, or cards I want in my top of the deck to the remove. So you can set up cards like Necroface and all that. And plus, if I still have a graveyard, if he's sent to the graveyard, I get to return 1 removed monster from play. Awesome. Okay. Banisher Radiance. This guy's really good if I don't have macros or Dimensional Fissure out, because he counts pretty much as a macro. 1600 attack, not that bad. 0 defense, so it's alright. I just use him because people are annoyed by him. He's a 3-star, so he's perfect for like level limit area B, gravity bind. This guy can attack still. Okay, not that many people really like expect him a lot. D.D. Scout Planes. Alright, this card can be removed anytime from either the deck, the graveyard, the field. You can discard him out of play if macro or Dimensional Fissure's out, and he will always come back, because his effect says if he's removed, either way, he comes back at the end turn in attack mode. That's his only downfall. He comes back in attack mode and he has such a low attack. But with combination of Soul Absorption, you can take that damage. Okay? With this deck, you got to play your cards right. He's very useful. You never minus yourself if you have macros out. You can never minus yourself with him by discarding. 2 Cyber Valleys. This also speed the deck up. Play something like Scout Plane, activate Cyber Valleys, one of his effects, remove both to draw 2. Comes back at the end phase, so you never minus yourself at that. Okay? So 2 Cyber Valleys. This is also to stall the deck out for draw power, so if someone attacks you, you can just remove from play to end the battle phase. And just work with your pluses. Alright, moving on. That was all the monsters, now on spells. Soul Absorption, obviously. I just run 1. 2 is a dead draw. I tried it out. 1's pretty good. For each removed card, you gain 500 life points. It makes opponents to think about what to MST, pretty much. Bird on the Mighty. I ran to a lot of high beaters, and my only strongest in monsters pretty much the Monarchs by original attack strength. So this really hurts my opponent. What it does is for each star your opponent's monster has, it loses 100 attack points. Enemy Controller, very, very good, especially if you have monsters coming back. Rhoda, you know what that does. 2 MSTs. 3 Dimensional Fissures, remove all monsters. Book of Moon, since it's only 1. Dark Hole. D.D.R. I used to run 2, I just run 1. This really helps with the Cyber Valley combination, drawing more cards. Gold Sarc for Necroface. And for the traps, 2 Macrocosmos. A Mirror Force. Big Burn. What this card does is if your opponent targets his graveyard, you can activate this and it removes all monsters from their graveyards from play, including mine. So they play Monster Reborn to reborn one of the strongest monsters. Since they still have a graveyard, activate this, that monster's removed, as well as their other monsters, as well as mine. So this is really good to keep. Torrential. And finally 2 Bottomless. No extra deck. Okay. So hope you guys like it. Hope you guys enjoy it. comment, rate, subscribe, and I will be posting that video soon. Okay guys, take care.